Hi folks, Dr. Ed Beyer here. Today we're going to talk about reason number 3 why you may have vertigo and no one's able to figure you out. You may be on meclizine or different things. Your vertigo may come and go. It may be affecting your balance. It may be causing anxiety, digestive problems. There's a lot of concomitants to vertigo. Number 1, vertigo is a problem in your nervous system. Where you are at and where your brain thinks you are at are two different things, and your brain is confused and your eyes move a funny way and your body's going to be off balance, okay? One of the reasons how this can happen is chronic inflammation or hidden inflammation. Now, when we are inflamed, when our immune system is activated, certain proteins, messengers in the immune system are going to be elevated. These are called cytokines. Now, elevated cytokines, which is what happens with inflammation, negatively impact a very important part of your vestibular system or your brain, the vestibular nuclei and the cerebellum. Here's how this works. Where we are at, our brain needs to know where we are at, and it receives information from our vision, from our inner ear, the canals in our inner ear, and muscle receptors. All this information is gathered, all this sensory information is gathered by receptors, and it is sent to our vestibular nuclei in our brain stem and the back of our brain called the cerebellum. And it takes that information and it coordinates it and makes sure that what your eyes see, what your inner ear feels, and what your muscle receptors feel are all correlated and coordinated. And then it sends it to the brain so it can make sense of it. So where you are at and where your brain thinks you're at is an equal match. What happens with inflammation or elevated cytokines is your vestibular nuclei and your cerebellum don't work very well. So it will receive this information from your eyes, your inner ear, and your muscle spindles in your muscles, and it'll send aberrant or incorrect information to the brain, and you will feel dizzy and all the symptoms of vertigo. It's called oscillopsia, not knowing where you are at and being confused. So what we have to do is identify what are underlying causes of inflammation. Most common sources are food sensitivities. I've had countless cases of vertigo that was healed by removing foods that they were reacting to. And another one are hidden infections. If you have a hidden infection, like a viral infection, like Epstein-Barr, or cytomegalo, or herpes simplex virus, or gut infections, we have to identify those and remove those because they will negatively impact this important part of your brain that perceives where we are at and receives that information from the body, eyes, and inner ear. I'm Dr. Ed Beyer. I hope that makes sense. Have a great day.